Okay, angels part 2. The second triad contains the dominions, the virtues, and the powers. The dominions are also known as the dominations. The angels of this choir are said to aspire to greater grace and reflect the desire to transcend earthly values. They inhabit the level where the spiritual and the physical planes begin to merge and are said to regulate the duties of the angelic choirs below them. Their ruling chiefs include Zedekiel, Zachariel, and Terathiel. The choir of virtues is responsible for the motions and the cycles of all of the stars and planets in our universe. They govern all natural laws and therefore are responsible for all miracles that break these laws. Known in the Kabbalah as the Malachim, they reflect the ideals of virtue, inspiring valor in heroes and grace in saints. The powers are responsible for guarding the pathways leading to heaven and for guiding lost souls onto these paths. They keep the world in balance and constantly defend against demons. They are granted authority to both punish and forgive, and may be they who deliver the wake-up calls we sometimes need to change our ways. That would be called the cosmic 2x4. They reflect the desire to resist error and do good. For the third triad, we find the principalities, the archangels, and the angels. The angels of the seventh choir guide earthly rulers, nations, and all communities, and they work with the guardian angels to inspire responsibility in individuals, and they can intercede in the affairs of humanities in ways that are not usually noticed. They're also said to be responsible for guiding religions in the way of the truth. Serviel, the angel of courage, is one of the ruling princes of this choir. The archangels are the herald angels of God, appearing to people with messages and decrees from on high, as Gabriel did to the Virgin Mary and to Muhammad to dictate the Quran. These are the angels most often seen by mortals. The guardian angels generally remain invisible. They also intercede on our behalf, seeking forgiveness for our errors. Typical in this respect is the Virgin Mary, who became an archangel following the Assumption. The best-known prince regents of this choir are Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. The lowest order, if there could possibly be such a thing, are the angels who are the most involved with humanity, guiding and protecting us. These are the angels that keep the cars on the road and generally prevent accidents and disasters as far as possible. They cannot interfere with our destinies, but the more we ask for their help, the happier our destinies are likely to be. The choir includes the guardian angels. The idea that there are 7 heavens, not one, is an integral part of Jewish, Christian, and Islamic tradition. We still use the expression to be in 7th heaven as to mean as happy as can be, which makes sense because the 7th heaven is the realm of the highest perfection, the place where God resides. The tradition is very ancient, going back some 7,000 years to the Sumerian civilization of Mesopotamia, which spawned the Babylonian and the Chaldean cultures, which were in turn hugely influential in the development of Near Eastern angelology. We can imagine the seven heavens as a series of 7 concentric rings within the earth at their center. The first heaven contains everything in the 3-dimensional universe, the physical plane of being, all of the angels that rule the stars, the planets, and the natural phenomenon, such as weather, inhabit this realm, including the 4 great archangels in their roles as planetary rulers. In the second heaven, this realm is considered a holding ground for sinners awaiting Judgment Day. Some of the fallen angels are imprisoned here, including those said to have illicit relations with the women of earth. Islamic tradition holds that Jesus Christ and John the Baptist reside here. Zachariel is one of its ruling princes. It is said that in the southern half of the 3rd heaven lies the Garden of Eden and the Tree of Life, guarded here by 300 angels of light. It is said that the manna, the heavenly nectar that sustained the Israelites on their wanderings in the desert, is produced by celestial bees in this region. In the northern region of this heaven lies hell and all its horrors, which may seem strange, but in keeping with the ancient notion that heaven and hell reside side by side. The fourth heaven is home to the heavenly Jerusalem, the holy temple, and the altar of God. In the fifth heaven we find Zedekiel, or by some accounts, Sandophalan, who is the angel of power. It is in the second and third heavens some of the fallen angels, notably the Gregori, or the Watchers, formerly the guardians of the towers of the four directions, are held. According to a vision of an ancient prophet, a group of angels called the Lords, members of the choir of dominions, also reside here. It is in the sixth heaven that Gabriel dwells. It is here that the records are kept of all of the happenings on earth, natural events, and the deeds of individuals. These are studied by angels along with many other subjects, including astrology and ecology. 7 phoenixes and 7 cherubim are said to dwell here too. The highest of the heavens is called Araboth, ruled by the archangel Michael. This is the abode of God and the highest orders of angels, the seraphim, the cherubim, and the thrones. It is said that the spirits of human beings not yet born dwell in this realm, and the Prince of Divine Law resides here as well.